Good morning, everyone. Alright, so you can see the SPY's washing out a little bit this morning in its pre-market session. It dropped all the way down to 262, 62, and so pretty big drop. You can see with that the TVIX started to push up. Not too much volume this morning. We have ZSAN that's moving some. It's at 485. Gonna watch it over this $5 level. I think that's a pretty big support and resistance point right there. And so we'll see if it can pick up some more volume and start to run some. Also keeping an eye on, hold on, sorry guys, alright. Also keeping an eye on FOSL, Fossil. When I was a kid, these watches were really popular. Sometimes they still sell, but it's gapping up a pretty big amount from $9 all the way to $16. It's hovering right around the whole dollar now. And so I'm going to keep an eye on it as well, right around that $16 level, see if it finds some support and resistance there. Good morning, JT. What's up, D. Evan? Good morning, guys. All right, there's my watch list. Also, DBVT, a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's at $26.76, gapping up from $20. So pretty big move there. LABD, gapping up a small amount. AQMS is actually gapping down some, but it's moving in pre-market, which is what I want to see. RIOT, I believe this is a blockchain stock. It's moving up as well as LINU and SSC. Small gaps there, going to keep an eye on those, see if they start to run some. Let's see which ones of these are tradable on here. Alright, so unfortunately ZSAN is not tradable. FOSL is. DBVT is not. LABD is. AQMS is not. RIOT is. LINU is. And SSC is. So a decent amount are actually tradable. That's always good to see. We'll see if the SPY rebounds after this huge drop yesterday. There a huge drop in pre-market. The SPY, I believe, closed up yesterday, so always good to see the SPY pushing up some. XNET, DPW. Yeah, these are all blockchain related stocks, I think. XNET, bad news. Alright, let's see why some of these are moving. Firstly, I want to see why the SPY dropped so much. Gonna try to look that up now. Alright, so the SPY and everything is down 30 points following concerning retail sales data and slightly higher than expected inflation reading. So that's why the big drop in the SPY and the big push in the TVIX. Let's see ZSAN. We'll see what that one's moving as well. Alright, so it says healthcare stocks slightly higher in pre-market. Pieris sinks after pricing, offering a discount. TMDM is another one that I missed. Let me see. Alright, so ZSAN is basically just bouncing after it dropped 23.85% on Tuesday. Let's look at yesterday's chart. Yeah, big drop yesterday, so it's just rebounding from that. Let's see why Fossil is up so much. All right, so Fossil reported a strong top and bottom line beat in its fourth quarter results with notable strength and momentum in wearables. All right, so that is why Fossil is up some. You know, it's up almost 80%. So big move here with Fossil. We'll see what happens. Good morning, Matt. Right, that's what it was, Matt. Higher than expected inflation. And so the SPY thus washed out and the TVIX pushed up nicely. Good morning, Gennardo, Melody, Atheon, Amago. What's up, guys? Good morning. And gals, sorry. Alright, so you can see the SPY yesterday kind of slowly creeped up until making that big breakout about here. We'll see if it's a little bit more predictable today. I'm going to give it some time this morning. ZSAN's dropping some now. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, Wahid. What's up, guys? Alright, here's the Discord chat if anybody wants to join it. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock. I finally got enough sleep last night. Yesterday I had to pack up and ship about 40 orders for my Amazon business. So I was working all day with it. Fell asleep early. Got some good sleep finally. Last few days haven't slept too well. Alright, so it looks like the SPY is continuing, or the SPY is rebounding some here. Oh man. Yeah, well, good evening, Wahid. Or good night, you know. Really, Tad? The Discord link didn't work? Maybe somebody else tried the Discord link. Yeah, that's possible, D. Evan, with ZN, you said? Alright, let me see. Yeah, ZN had that really nice push, and it's moving some in pre-market. Even if it's gapping down some, it's still moving. It's actually gapping down a significant amount, but it's an oil and gas stock, and it's moving some, so gonna keep an eye on it as well. HL. JCP, JCPenney, and COGT, GERN. Yeah, these all, most of these, except for GERN, look like a little bit higher float stocks. The one everybody usually goes to is BTC. It's just beginner trading chat. not to be mistaken for Bitcoin. But yeah, honestly, everybody always joins the chat room, but nobody ever talks, you know? And so there's a lot of members. Nobody really ever says anything. But yeah, if you ever want to message me or get in contact with me, you can always do that through the chat. You can send me a PM through the chat. So yeah, Matt, I have a mail order Amazon business. That's really my main job. Like I have multiple different kind of income streams, but my main job is Amazon. That's kind of why I have the ability to just stay home a lot of the time. I still have to work, don't get me wrong, but my main kind of income is through Amazon. OLED. Yeah, it's gapping up some, a little bit more expensive. It's not really my taste to trade ones this expensive, but it's gapping up nicely. Gonna be watching SSC here. See if it continues here, gets over this, it pushed up over the high from right here. And so we'll see if it moves up, breaks this 340 level as well as 350. So gonna be watching SSC. I wonder why some of these blockchain related stocks, I know COGT. Yeah, we'll see if it holds over 3. But yeah, I'm going to look up to see why some of these blockchain related stocks are moving. What's another one? RIOT. What's Bitcoin at right now? Does anybody know? Yeah, I like SSC. That's what I was saying. SSC looks decent. All right, so Bitcoin is at 9,240. HTGM looks okay as well. It's technically gapping down some, but it's moving, and it's right around that 450 level. Going to keep an eye on HTGM as well. All right, so the SPY's rebounding some here, and with that, the TVIX is starting to drop. LFIN. Yeah, this one looks decent. I know this is a blockchain stock. This one ran pretty big the last in the last few months. Yeah, just not too much volume with these cheap penny stocks. Fahim, so you go down to the right where it says active tool right here, and you click it, and you go to the money sign with the dollar under it. It says price level, and once you click that, you can add you can add lines. Yeah, we'll see if it goes up one. Yeah, crypto is kind of the one thing that I haven't really gotten involved with too much. I just don't know enough about it. Don't really have the money to invest, with that much risk in something. So it seems to have calmed down some, but $10,000 swings is pretty volatile. I just don't know if I'm comfortable trading any of those crypto stuff. Yeah, no worries, Fahim. AVDL, Atheon. Yeah, it's gapping down a pretty big amount. There's DBVT as well. It just bounced off of the whole dollar of 26. Let's see what happens with there. TTPH. Yeah, big gap down as well. We'll see if it rebounds some. Yeah, fossils for sure is on my watch list. Big gap up. I think this one had good quarter earnings, if I remember correctly. There's also LINU. Small gap up, but gapping up regardless. Yeah, this is that same setup. I mean, it's only a small gap, but whenever I swing trade, I look for this one setup. Volume spike right before the close. Breaks the high of day right before the close. And it's gapping up some. Went all the way up to 196. I still need to invest in a broker that lets me get in and out in pre-market and after hours. RIOT. Gapping up some. AQMS. CRTO is gapping up some. Twitter's gapping down. NSPR gapping up. IMUC, Maze. AQMS is bouncing some here. Seems to have found some support right here at about 280. Curious to see what the SPY does today. I mean, it's been going up since after those big drops the last few weeks. But this is a pretty big drop in pre-market, so we'll see if it continues to wash out. Gonna watch it under this 262 level. And ZSAN dropping down to 450. Alright, so FOSL is at 1630 now. I'm thinking this one's going to drop some. I think it's just a little bit too extended after this big move up from, what was it? Up from $9. So a really big move in FOSL and Fossil. Like I said, I think this one will probably wash out at the open. That's just my opinion, just speculation, but it's just up so much already. Really big move. Close to 100%, looks like about 80%. So I think it'll probably wash at the open. So I'm going to be watching that one for potential short. If it drops under that $16 level, and especially this 1550 point. TTPH. Yeah, we'll see if it can rebound some, fill some of this gap down. Specifically over this 350 level. Okay, Fossil was downgraded. TRXC. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It just doesn't have too much volume. And TRXC is a stock I've been watching for a long time. I really don't like it. It's very unpredictable, never really does what I want it to, and I've been kind of hurt by it a few times. And so I try to stay away from TRXC, to be honest. It's just one of those stocks that, unless it starts to go on like a big run, you know, a big obvious run and gets a lot of volume, aside from that, I just don't like trading it. There's certain stocks that I've gotten hurt by them in the past. They've faked me out numerous times and just overall seemed a little bit unreliable. And so with that, I try to stay away from those. One of those is XNET. Another one, let me try to think. TRXC is one. DPW has been one, although when it went on its run in December, you know, there was money to be made with DPW. DRYS is another one. AVGR is getting more volume than it's used to, but it is gapping down some, AVGR, so keep an eye on it. NSPR is sitting right at $6 now. RTTR looks somewhat interesting. I'm going to watch it over 34. Look at some of these cheap penny stocks. CATB is moving some. This one looks interesting. We'll see if it holds over 150, but it had a big move yesterday. Yeah, Abby. What's up, Abby? But yeah, no, Abby. To get the notification whenever I go live, if you look at where it says subscribed, like the subscribe button right next to it, there should be a bell next to the subscribe button. If you want the alert every time I go live, you click the bell, and it may ask you something, but you just confirm that you want the alert every time I go live. ATOS is moving some as well. AVDL. It doesn't really have too much volume. I mean, it only has 2,500 shares traded a minute on average. And so that's actually pretty low volume. It's gapping down some. May fill some of this gap since, you know, it dropped this much with that lower volume. So we'll see if it pushes back up, fill some of that gap maybe. WLB looks interesting. Yeah, no worry, Abby. CMG. Yeah, big gap up with it. Chipotle. I'm surprised Chipotle's stock is this expensive. Wow. That's like the same price as Microsoft. Actually, that's way more expensive than Microsoft. Who knew Chipotle would have a more expensive stock than Microsoft? That's crazy. JNUG. Yeah, this is an ETF, isn't it? Good morning, Jefferson. The float on which one, Grant? Probably you're talking about Chipotle. Let me see. Floats 27.92 million. So a smaller float, which makes sense, is why it's more expensive. Because if it has a smaller float, you know, for the company to make money through their currency or for the securities, they're gonna have to charge more. Where Microsoft's float is 7.6 billion. So yeah, that makes actually a lot more sense. Right, Jefferson. Right. I mean, that makes more sense. Chipotle has less shares available to the public, and so it's a more expensive, per share. Where Microsoft has 7.6 billion, so they can charge $80 a share and still make way more money than Chipotle. So yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that aspect of it. Appreciate that, Grant. Um, it's not even about the float. It's just about the range. The float, like I think anything over, 1 or 200 million is too big of a float. You know. AVGR gapping down some, a pretty big amount actually. But sometimes even high float stocks can go on big runs. Like an example, AVEO went on a big run a while back. Let me see what the float is for that one. And yeah, the float's 108 million, and AVEO was running pretty big a while back. And so sometimes those higher float stocks can go on big runs, but it's a little bit more rare. All right, guys, we have 7 minutes. So yeah, yesterday I took a small loss on TradeNet. It was about a break-even day though, because I did have that nice profitable trade on the TVIX where I made about $16 or $17, and so it was almost a break-even day. Very small loss of about $1 after everything was said and done, and so almost a break-even day yesterday. Not too bad. Hopefully I can rebound today and do a little bit better. No, I don't, Jefferson. To be honest, Jefferson, I just don't, I know a lot of these other people will put out courses and stuff like that. A lot of them aren't even qualified to do it. I'm not talking about the bigger ones, but I'm still a new trader myself, and I don't want to try to pretend I'm some trading guru and make people pay for a course whenever, I'm still working on being profitable myself. And you just gotta be careful with other people selling courses. If they don't let you watch them trade and they, pre-record their trades and put it on YouTube or whatever, a lot of times they may not even be profitable themselves, and they're just simply trying to profit from you. And so just be careful with those. But yeah, I'm still a relatively new trader. I've only been trading for 2 years. I don't think I'm necessarily qualified to put out a day trading course. If I did put one out, I've thought about putting one out, but I thought about putting out a free one, like a free one on YouTube. If I did do a course, it would be a short free one on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm necessarily qualified to put out a day trading course quite yet. Maybe in the future, not right now though. All right, so Fossil is still kind of pushing up here. It's at 950 now. Yeah, Abby, like I said, you got to be careful. A lot of the times, like, you know, it's just kind of the easy path for a YouTuber, like a day trading YouTuber, is to grow a following and then put out a course and charge people for it. But like I said, many of the people putting out courses, they're not qualified to put out the courses. They're not even profitable most of the time. They may say they're profitable, but like I said, a big thing with YouTubers is actually using paper trading software. You know, like if they're trading on SureTrader, they can get the DOS Pro paper trading software and just not show you, you know, their equity in their account, and then record their trades with the paper trading software and then upload them to YouTube like they're real money trades, you know, and I'm sure a lot of them do that. And so you just got to be careful, and you know, you can learn most of what you need for free on YouTube. You know, you don't have to pay for a course. You can learn mostly what you need, everything you need to know for free on YouTube and online, you know. Appreciate it, Melody. Yeah, like as a YouTuber, like I understand it. Like you want to grow a following, like, you know, you put work in making videos, and so naturally, you know, you want to make some money from it. But, you know, you got to be you got to just be honest with people, you know what I mean? If you're not profitable, don't pretend you're profitable. You know, if you're not qualified to teach a day trading course, don't try to charge people for a day trading course, you know. And unless they let you watch them trade, like, you know, unless you can actually see them trade the market and see that they're actually profitable, you want to be really careful with it, because a lot of times they're just trying to make money, you know. Right, insurance. The best thing to do, man, is just the best way to learn is just to, you know, is just to trade yourself. You know, like my philosophy is just to use really small sizing. You know what I mean? Use really small sizing. Take the time to learn how to trade using tiny sizing. You know, if you take some small losses, it won't be the end of the world, and you'll actually have the time to trade with real money. You'll know what it feels like, and you'll learn what works for you and what doesn't work, and you can slowly kind of build a strategy around that. And that's probably the best route to take. A course, you know, isn't going to teach you that. Appreciate it, Abby. Thanks for the support. But yeah, like I said, you just got to be careful. And like I said, as a YouTuber, like I understand wanting to like put out a course, make some money, but you know, you got to realize like this is people's money, man. Like this is people's life. A lot of the times, like, you know, it's day trading's expensive, and so you don't want to pretend like you know what you're talking about if you don't. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, just tell people. They'll still watch you, you know? Like, I tell people I'm still a new trader. People still watch me, you know? So you just got to be honest with people. All right, so market's opening up in 15 seconds. All right, so market's opening up right now. All right, so there's the open. Everybody's talking about NSPR. NSPR is a big spike here, up to 718 now. Broke the high of the day right before pre-market, or right before the open. It's up to 750. Big move. It's already up $1 on NSPR. TVIX is washing out some with the SPY pushing up. All right, so NSPR is still kind of climbing up here. FOSL washing out some. MNKD pushing up some. Right, I agree with that, JT. Yeah, a stock with this much volume that just pushed up $1 in a minute is going to have a pretty serious spread. Big drop on NSPR. Gonna watch it over 7, see if it holds there. And MNKD is pushing up big, breaking 320 now. Trying to, at least. Just broke the high of pre-market on MNKD. It's up to 321. ETP pushing up some. They're trying to, at least. Alright, so I'm in. Oh no, I bought the TVIX. No. I did not want to buy the TVIX. Crap. I wanted to short the TVIX. That always seems to happen, man. I gotta get better with these mistakes I make. Would have been a nice short too, man. Well, user error. NSPR is pushing up, testing that 750 level again. Finding some support over 7. Yeah, I bailed out of it. Yeah, JT, I still haven't done it yet. See you, Melody. Thanks for watching. Dog, man. You always come in here and say the most random stuff, man. I agree, though. I think Steph Curry is better than LeBron for sure. Alright, so I'm in. The TVIX going short. We'll see if we can get over 36.50. And a huge drop after I jump into it. I must have set a stop. Ugh. Man, I'm making some mistakes today, fellas. I'm out. Man. SAND. So that's 2 user errors that cost me some money. SAND trying here. Let's see if the SPY starts getting choppy again. Gonna wait for a better entry with the SPY. NSPR washing all the way back down, about to test the low. Fossil being really choppy. Look at all these up and down wicks with Fossil. Really choppy. BLDP trying, RF, VIPS, sitting right around that high of the day. Look at VIPS here, it looks interesting. Alright, so the SPY had worse, more inflation than expected news, so we'll see if it starts to wash here. It already had a big drop though, so maybe starting to rebound some from it. JNUG. Man, look at JNUG, yeah. Pushing up big. Aren't you holding this one long, Salty? If so, good trade. RSI. What kind of study is it? There it is. I'll put the RSI on. I don't see it. Where's the RSI? I thought I added it. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to put it up. Alright, so VIPS here breaking the high of the day. It's at 1807 now. I'm liking trade ideas for the most part. Like I've this is my second month with it, and so far I like it. Look at APPS here. Yeah, I'm thinking that probably is why salty as well. But yeah, APPS is running up here. AMRS is starting to. CDE. Look at this run on CDE. Few nice 1 minute pullbacks there. With the SPY and the TVIX setup, I just need to learn to trade the dip. There it is. I see. So what does this line mean on the RSI? You know, it all depends, Gennardo, if it's worth the money or not. If you have the money, I mean, it depends on what you trade, but yeah, I like it so far. It might take a little bit of time to learn how to kind of add alerts and stuff, but once you know how to add alerts, I think it's nice, you know? I like it. COGT, PES, JNPR, BLDP, MUX, HMY, okay. But yeah, one thing I've noticed is that the TVIX hasn't been following the SPY as close as you might think, you know. Like in this, the TVIX dropped and broke the low of the day and continued, where the SPY never went over the high of the day right here. So, you know. ST and G sitting right around that 250 level. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I might try to start learning the RSI for this TVIX SPY pairs trade that I've been doing. CDE pushing over into the high of the day now. I think the SPY will probably bounce here. Alright, so there goes ST&G breaking over the high of the day. It's at 251 now. Also broke over the $0.50. RIOT trying to come back some. KERX getting some volume. BLDP's been running up, guys. Look at BLDP. But yeah, I'm learning the SPY a little bit. You know, I've noticed the SPY dip buys are probably the best bet. A lot of times it will dip back and forth over and over and over again, form a nice channel, and so that's the stuff I need to take advantage on. Nice insurance. Hey man, money's money, bro. Yeah, sometimes I use like the 9 or the 13 EMA. Alright, so the SPY's pushing up here. GPRO, GoPro. Yeah, trying to bounce some. Needs a little bit more volume, in my opinion. Hasn't had too much volume. Yeah, BLDP, like I said, it's been running up some. SPY's been really choppy the last few days. You can see RIOT starting to push here. See, and look, the TVIX is not following the SPY very well. But yeah, RIOT reversed, continues heading up here. TUM. Yeah, TUM's running up nicely as well. I think it's a blockchain related stock if I remember correctly. Jeez, man, I gotta click it over and over again just to get in, and then it washes out by the time I get into it. There we go. Nice break of the high of the day on the SPY. Big jump. Nice. up to the 80s on the SPY. Alright, so I'm out for a small gain. Gonna watch for another move on it. Probably should have held it a little bit longer, but I'll take the small gain. XNET. Alright, so the SPY continues to push here. Definitely should have held, it looks like. Wait for a pullback maybe, see if it continues. Yeah, XNET's pushing up big. HTGM is showing up on my scanner. Yeah, HTGM broke the high of the day. HTGM. A lot of washout long setups this morning is something I've noticed. But yeah, you can see how effective just buying on the dip or the pull up on the TVIX SPY pairs trade has been. IAG's been running up here as well. SPY pushing up again. Gonna wait for another big move. I think my problem the last few days have just been patience with the SPY TVIX setup. So I think I made about $5, 4 at 80, $5 or something like that on that trade. That last one. Yeah, and Fossil washed out. I thought it may. I need to get a new chair. This one's squeaky. BSTI. Trying here. HMY. Breaking over 2. HMY. Alright, so there's a big drop on the SPY. Yeah, I think maybe you're right, Grant. I thought about that the other day. I should use a little bit larger share size if I'm trading this. Yeah, FOSL's starting to wash here. See if it gets under this 1550 level. Yeah, I just don't know enough about options insurance to really mess with it, to be honest. I'm always a little fearful of stuff I don't know or understand that much. Alright, so the SPY's dropping big here. Another thing I've noticed is that the hold numbers act as very obvious support and resistance for the SPY. Usually when they hit a hold number, they at least bounce some, and that makes the TVIX go in the counter direction. You can see it hit 265, it's bouncing some, the TVIX is starting to come down some. NKTR, what's up, typical gamer? Yeah, if any of you guys ever want to play Xbox with me, let me know, man. Send me a message in our chat room. I'll play Xbox with y'all. Lately, I've been playing the new UFC, EA UFC 3, but I also play PUBG, Fortnite, and a few other games. So let me know if you ever want to play Xbox with me. Alright, so yeah, you can see the SPY hit that 265 level. It's bouncing some. Just kind of, honestly, I'm just kind of analyzing it. This is a very new strategy I've been using, and so I'm just kind of looking, kind of trying to come up with different trade ideas that I can use in the future for this setup. One of them that I see is buying around the whole dollar bounce, you know, for a scalp. So, for instance, if it bounces off of this whole dollar, I can short the TVIX at 988 with a little bit larger share size, take advantage of that 14-cent move in it. Yeah, I got an Xbox, Salty. No PlayStation for me, man. Alright, so here's that 2650 level. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking for strategies here for setups. One of them I see is buying on the dip if it bounces off of the whole dollar like this. Am I good at which one, Adderley? I'm alright at PUBG. Fortnite, I'm horrible. EA UFC, I'm pretty good, I think. I also play Overwatch. If you guys ever play Overwatch, I'm decent at Overwatch. COGT breaking over the high of the day. FIT running up here. NKTR is running big. HTGM's pulling back some here. Fossil. Yeah, it's starting to drop here. You may get your wish. May bounce here though, you never know. Alright, I'm in the TVIX going long after this drop on the SPY. Not really what I wanted to see for a bounce. I'll give it a little bit of time. Yeah, it's bouncing some here. Not really what I wanted to see. Yeah, there's the bounce. Ugh. There's Fossil, that drop you were looking for. Faked me out. Yeah, I'm still learning, guys, this setup. It's not working as well as it did last week. I think all the volatility last week made it so that it was a little bit more effective last week. This week, it's kind of giving me trouble. CAPR. Yeah, CAPR is trying. Yeah, I need to start focusing on bounce plays instead of following the trend. I think bounce plays overall will work much better with this setup. Yeah, SPY's been a little sketchy. Fossil broke the low of the day though. Now it's bouncing some. I thought it may start to fill some of that gap. AQMS. Yeah, AQMS had a nice spike there. It's pulling back some now. HTGM breaking over the high of the day. Again, it's at 490. Yep, right there with you, Salty. HTGM testing 5 now. BLDP bull flag. Alright, so I'm short after the SPY broke the high of the day. Pushing up nicely here, up to 18. 30s, nice. Went up to 50s, nice. Big move here. Alright, so I got out of it for a very small or a decent gain. I need to wait for moves like that. But I'll take it. Made about $7 on that trade. Yep, big run on the SPY. Yeah, it's filling the gap is what's going on with it. It's nice to see some volatility and some movement in the SPY after yesterday's choppy action though. Nice insurance. Good job. Alright, so here's a pullback on the SPY. It definitely needed one after that big run here. ADAP's trying. CAPR's at the high of the day. CEF's trying. KGC's been on a big run this morning. Looks like a high float stock, but it's been pushing up nicely, so. Usually the high float stocks are tradable. Yeah, KGC is tradable. Right, insurance. I think the SPY will probably pull back a little bit more here. There's a bigger drop in it. AGI's been running up some. GSV's pushing. KGC still on its little run up here. Fossil continues its climb down. MBI trying to break over the high of the day. GLMD had this big gap down, starting to try to push back up. Alright, so waiting to see what the SPY does here. I still think it may pull back some more here. SRNE trying to break over the high of the day here. RVP. BTG slowly pushing up here. RIOT being a little volatile this morning. FOSL continues to drop. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about with the SPY is that when it gets to around this area, you know, the gap's going to be completely filled. And so I don't know, with the inflation being higher than expected, I still think it's probably going to start dropping some with that news. I don't think it's going to get right back to even. I think it may get right up to even and then drop back down is what, you know, kind of what I'm thinking with it. But it's all speculation. You never really know. It does look like a nice flag here. Could start pushing up nicely. See ya, Adelie. Have a good day. But yeah, we'll see what the SPY does here. HTGM pulling back some. FOSL continues to wash, which is kind of what I said at the open. This morning in pre-market, I said I thought Fossil would go down just because it's up so much already. You know, it's bound to drop, and I think that's a good short setup for, you know, new traders to understand, is that when a stock gaps up this much, you know, $10 overnight, basically $10, maybe $9. You know, it doesn't have that much more room to continue going up, in my opinion. Usually it's going to drop, and this one dropped, so may start focusing on those as well. Maybe a good plan, George. It's up so much already, man. Alright, so there's the flag on the SPY. Starting to push up. Gonna try to break the high of the day again. AQMS still finding some support over 3. Up to 79 now on the SPY. 83, 85, 88. Just broke the high of the day. 95, big push. Probably should have jumped in that one after that big move, but a little too late now. SPY's being strong. Yeah, definitely should have jumped in that one. No worries. Small loss on the day. I'm still kind of analyzing this setup to see how to kind of see what this how the SPY acts on a day-to-day basis, so I can try to take advantage of it. Alright, so the SPY is over that 70 point on the RSI. Definitely should have shorted it, the TVIX though, after that high of the day break. Probably should have gotten in here. Was really thinking about it. Somebody mentioned it. Looks like it was flagging, and it flagged really nicely. So probably should have shorted it way down here. Big drop on AQMS. Look at this wash here. Finally broke under that $3 resistance, and now it's just crumbling down. FNJN starting to push. And now that the SPY's back over the whole dollar of 267, the TVIX is starting to wash. So yeah, it would have been a really nice trade. Got a little hesitant, but that's okay. There's a common saying, I'd rather be upset that, yeah, I'd rather be upset that I missed a winning trade than be upset that I got into a losing trade. And so, you know, bummed out I missed that setup. Looked like a really good high of the day break. TVIX dropped down to follow it, but I'd rather miss a winning trade than lose money and get into a losing trade. So SPY continues to be strong here, guys. Look at this move. up to the 30s now. But alright guys, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. I may try to do a Power Hour stream today to kind of see how the SPY acts in Power Hour. And so if you want to see that, make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to do the Power Hour stream, but I'll definitely try to. And yeah, if you want to get the alert if I do decide to do the Power Hour stream, click the bell next to the subscribe button. If you haven't already, click the like button right now on this video. It definitely helps support us. So if you want to help support us, click the like button right now, and we appreciate it. And yeah, very small loss on the day. Not too upset about it. I'll take it. Had a few profitable trades and a few losing ones. Still kind of tweaking this setup, and so I'm going to learn a little bit as I go with it. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the Power Hour stream. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And thanks for watching, guys. No worries, insurance. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Good luck.